Well, no, it's just, I didn't get that wrong. It's just that I chose a different word.
But it still sounds very wrong.
No, it doesn't sound very wrong, because I said the word properly. You're just used to hearing it in one context, but I used it in another one. Instead of using bloody, I used bleeding.
But the fact of the matter is, if you told that to any British person, they'd look at you like you were...
Well, why would I say that to a British person?
Well, it makes no sense to say it to me.
Because they're gonna look at me awkward anyway if I'm using their like swear word. That's like the official swear word of England. Bloody. I'm not gonna use it there. So we wouldn't have that conversation. We'd be talking about God Save the Queen, probably.
Alrighty, guys, we're running out of time.
Oh crap!
Alrighty.
And yeah, let's move on.
Let's talk about leaving your Chihuahua outside when the wind is picking up. It says a 6-pound Chihuahua found a mile away from where gusts sent her flying. A 6-pound Chihuahua has been reunited with her owners after a 70 miles per hour gust of wind picked the puppy up and tossed her out of sight. Could you imagine if you were like the neighbor and you just see gone? Like I don't even think I would help. I would just laugh way too much. But awkward. The people who own it went to a pet psychic who led them to a wooded area where 8-month-old Tinkerbell had last been seen. How do they even know this is their dog? Any dog would be, it says the lady tells Detroit News that her cherished pet just went wild upon seeing it. Is it possible that her dog is wild and it's not really her dog? Hell, if anyone was offering me food, I'd be like, well, okay. If I was a dog and I was hungry, it doesn't necessarily mean it's her dog. Her dog's probably under the truck of a semi.
That's the thing. Chihuahuas last like maybe a month in the wild, though. It would have been eaten, especially out there in Detroit, where there's like all kinds of scary things in the forest.
Well, what? Maybe this one was special, Juan Pablo. This one could have been a vicious, angry, I hate the world Chihuahua.
Sounds like a lot like your Chihuahua, Juan Pablo.
Oh, my vampire Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Your
dog is
vampire
awesome.
Chihuahua with one white eye and one bulging eye. That's just creepy. Get your dog some normal eyes.
Unless you have to kill it Edgar Allan Poe style one night.
Something like that.
Damned eye.
And you know what? I want to be the pet psychic that was a part of this. Because think about it. Like, okay, this is what I would do. Where did you see the dog going towards when it was carried away? And they'll say, that way. Then I'm getting a strong sense from that way. We must go in that direction. And just keep going until you get it right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, oh gosh. Never ever go to a pet psychic. Ever.
Never go to any psychic.
Like, if they have a huge head, where it's more believable they could possibly have something,
If they're floating and they're emitting like a blue energy field around them, then maybe you got something legit.
Or if they're tiny, green, and lift huge rocks with their fingers, like, go for it. That's what I say.
Yeah, but most of them out there, no.
Complete bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyway, Juan Pablo.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Apparently, a Detroit woman's underwire bra deflected a bullet. The bullet was fired at her during a break-in at a neighbor's home. It said the metal underwire in the Detroit woman's bra is being credited with deflecting a bullet fired at her during a break-in at a neighbor's. I just read the same thing. But Detroit police officer Leon Rahman says the 57-year-old woman who apparently looked out her window Tuesday when one of the 3 men fired the shot. He says the slug smashed through her window pane before hitting the bra's underwire. It did not penetrate her skin. Police say she may have gone to the window after a burglar alarm at the house next door sounded. Her neighbor was not at home at the time. The suspects drove away after the shooting.
So, girls, whenever you complain about your underwire bras, there's your proof that you need it.
Yeah, there's the reason that those are important. Because if you get shot at...
They were thinking ahead of
life.
The people who were like, they were like, we know it'll be uncomfortable, but this will save your life one day. Boom. Look at that.
Yeah, in fact, I think you guys should just upgrade and go straight to wearing all steel bras.
Yeah,
and
chainmail.
Chainmail, all steel bras. Be back to the medieval times.
That's gotta suck. Oh my god, that would hurt so bad.
Hey, best strength training you could ask for, though.
Yeah, I mean, you'll burn away those pounds
like nothing.
But here's my thing. If you hear gunfire, do you go to windows and doors, or do you hit the deck? I hit the deck.
I'm the first one on the floor. Before the women and children.
Women and children second after me.
I'm like, excuse me. I'm on the floor, you guys are on your own.
It's like if you're with your kid and on an airplane and only one of the oxygen masks pops down, guess who's getting the oxygen mask?
Hey, they always say adjust your mask before helping your child, so...
Yep.
Yep.
But more importantly, I mean, the story was all good and all well and good, but if you notice, at least I noticed because maybe I was reading the article, they said the same thing 3 times. They just reworded it.
Well, that's kind of how they have headlines, though. You know, you have a big bold headline, you have something slightly different underneath, and then the main paragraph's usually the same thing.
Even in the main paragraph, though, it just repeated itself thoroughly. But
like, look at this one. This one's like the same thing. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, this one mine too?
No, this one's mine.
Okay.
There we go. Yes, know your place.
I asked politely, didn't I?
You did. Fair enough. A small airplane dropping from the sky after its engine failed wound up on a cushioning bunch of portable toilets, and the pilot was able to walk away apparently unhurt. Gary Miner of the Federal Aviation Administration says the Cessna 182 crashed Friday afternoon in Washington State after taking off from Thurn Field, an airfield owned by Pierce County, southeast of Tacoma. Sheriff spokesman Ed Troyer said the plane was about 150 feet in the air when the engine quit. Troyer told the News Tribune that the pilot tried to turn around to land but didn't quite make it. The plane hit a fence, flipped over, and landed upside down on top of portable toilets, landing in a storage yard. The authorities didn't immediately give the pilot's identity. Yeah, if you're gonna crash a plane,
go for those porta potties.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I don't plan on crashing any planes anytime soon, but you know, I guess this shows you either go for the water or you go for the construction sites and hit the portable toilets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm if I'm the pilot, I'm looking at the people who put the engine together. Y'all messed up somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna throw this out there. Robert is not gonna pilot anything because
you don't like flying.
I don't like flying. It's horrible. Everything about it. It's like Yanni's hatred of balloons.
Yeah. You done fucked up.
It's like Dave the Moose Man's hatred of balloons.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Moving on, because...
I'm sorry.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, you go,
All right.
Dave.